Good afternoon. I'd like to call to order the special meeting of the Oklahoma City Metropolitan Area Public Schools Trust. Thanks everyone for being here today. First order of business is to approve the minutes of July 16 meeting, and I recognize a motion to that effect.
So moved.
Been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved.
Oops. No? I'm on.
You okay?
I don't know why I didn't go.
Okay.
I'm in favor.
Next, we're being asked to ratify the public school trust payments. Mr. Todd, you got any comments?
No, sir.
Okay. Does anybody else have any comments?
Nope.
If not, I'll ask for a motion to ratify those payments.
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Now being asked to adopt a resolution ratifying the issuance of and approving addenda numbers 1 and 2 for the Classroom School of Advanced Studies Phase 2, extending the time to award the contract, awarding the contract to Grove Construction in the amount of $935,000, and approving contracts and bonds, project EB 14A and ES 82. Mr. Todd.
Mr. Chairman, if you recall, this is the second half of project for class and SAS that we previously completed, and as I said, this is the second half to finish some of those items that we were not able to do in that first project. It's not any additional items, it's items in the first project that we were not able to complete because of change order limits. Because of the age of that school, the amount of changes that we had in there were substantial, so we've done a second project, and that is what you have before you today.
Any questions?
No.
Recognize a motion to adopt.
Move approval.
I knew you'd want to do that.
He's looking at me.
As long as Valerie's happy, I'm happy.
Is there a second? Second. Moved and seconded. The vote?
Aye.
Approved. We have several change orders. Mr. Todd, you want to just work through them one at a time and then we'll vote?
Yes, sir, I can. Thank you. First one is approved change order number 8 for Northeast Academy for Health Sciences and Engineering, increase of $13,960.17, project EB-0015-ES0080. On your change order document, you notice the first item is a credit of $9,474 for some electrical outlets. Also, item 5 is a credit for $1,347. Some windows that were not put in due to some structural conditions. Then item 7 is additional floor preparation for $6,440. And item 10 is additional duct work for $9,858.48. Change order item B, approved change order number 3 for Taft Middle School, increase of $104,661, project ES-0070. There are 9 items on this. I'll hit the high points on this. It's a plumbing revision on item 1 for some hot water lines for $11,128. Item 4 is some electrical transformer relocation, and then associated with that is the mechanical catwalk for $23,317. Item 6 is floor replacement, $16,025. As we see often after demolition and some of the built-in furniture is removed, it's discovered that subfloors have deteriorated either through dry rot or termites or those kind of actions. And then item 8 is some floor leveling, and again we see this often as flooring materials are removed, the floor requires additional leveling.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
If I have questions, should I wait until I've gone through all that?
Go ahead and ask a question.
Okay, this is back on A.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned the window credits in the discussion of the 2 windows that would not be replaced due to constructional conditions. Do you know what those conditions were?
I do not. I'd like to get Todd Woodward up here. He can describe that.
Yes, those are 2 new windows going in the corridor at the administration. We cut one in, ran into just a whole lot of unknown structure, so we chose just to not put those two more windows in.
You know, about totally how many windows are in that hallway? And
Well, we were putting a total of 3, and we put 1 in, and we just ran into a lot of other issues, and that was actually approved, changing some structure on a previous change order. And that left 2 more. Talking to the staff there on site, they said it's just too expensive to go forward with this, so this is a credit not to install those 2 new windows in the corridor.
my other one has to do with item 8. Okay, so if the contractor had installed the fencing in post properly, would they have had to cut? And I'm wondering why we're compensating the contractor if the reason for the cut was his mistake.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation that we're in here. The contractor installed the fence in the wrong location. At that same time, the district needed access to it. It's basically around a chiller unit out behind the school. So one of the district's contractors came in and cut, not our contractor, we had no control of that. He cut part of the fence down. It would be usable, however, he bent a fence panel and just destroyed the fence post itself. So we're, on behalf of the school district, we're replacing those 2 posts in that 1 section of fence.
Okay, and I'm not saying that that's not justified. My question has to do with if it had been installed in the right place,
Correct.
would they still have had to make that cut?
I can't answer that. More than likely, no. But it did happen, and instead of delaying the construction out there, we're proposing that we go ahead and...
I think part of the question, though, is that they took the initiative just to go in and destroy that material that they had put in, and they would have had the opportunity to remove that and reuse it. And they did not give that contractor the opportunity to reuse that material.
Thank you.
Okay, continuing on, item C, approved change order number 5 for Arthur Elementary School, increase of $20,106, project ES-0063. This will be, or should be, the final change order. The most significant item is item 3, cafeteria revisions. To improve aesthetics in the cafeteria, a portion of the floor tiles will be replaced and the walls will be painted. This is one of the common situations where we get towards the end of the project and there's additional things that need to be done. We are going to continue to do those. Item D, approved change order number 9 for Columbus at Jackson School, increase of $68,537.20, project ES-0067. Main items, item number 1, $15,944 for vent fans in 2 restrooms that are in disrepair and must be replaced. There's also some electrical issues on the 2,000 amp breaker. Item 2 is additional floor preparation. Concrete slabs were found to be deteriorated and unlevel. As I said earlier, that often happens as we do the demolition on these schools. And item 3, $10,907, is to replace or to cover a existing skylight that is leaking out there. Item 5 is $11,778. This is a requirement by the elevator code inspector. This isn't where we didn't do any work in this area, but as he went through the building to final the project, he noted that this needed a sump pump placed in it, so we had to go into an area that we didn't previously do work and add this sump pump. And then item 6, $10,267 for pipe chase and elevator shaft sealing. This is a fur out or a wall that's built around this area to conceal some exposed piping. Next item is E, approved change order number 8 for Hawthorne Elementary School, increase of $42,723, project ES-0052. There's some HVAC modifications in item 2, $7,918. This is very similar to the situation I just described to you about the elevator at Columbus at Jackson, we had to add some HVAC because there is now a requirement to keep the humidity at a certain level because of the controls that are associated with the elevator. Number 4 is some playground revisions. There's a requirement to add more sod, so there's $25,134 of additional sod in the playground area. Next change order is F, approve change order number 1 for John W. Rex Elementary School, increase of $206,702. Item 1 is utility vault removal. As it says in the change order, is an abandoned utility vault that was discovered during construction. As they were doing the excavation, they found this vault that was buried in there. There's some classroom revisions, $7,055 at the school district's request. These cabinets will be modified to better accommodate teacher workspaces. At the school district's request, also item number 3 is some gymnasium floor modification, $8,750. There's item number 5, pier drilling delays, $115,108, which also kind of goes with item number 6, the pier adjustment, $7,099. If you recall, when we bid this, there were some questions about why we had those individual items on there, the line items for the piers and things, and this is the very reason, is because you never know, even though you go to all the lengths that you can to do the geotech and to figure out what the design is, when they start drilling in all those places all over the site, they run into things, and this is the result of that. So there was some additional drilling and then the rock that was found, so that covers those items. Then item number 7 is a sanitary sewer line relocation. We had to relocate the sewer line because of some Project 180 work and to better accommodate and not tear up as much of the Project 180 work that was out there. Next one is approve change.
Mr. Todd, okay,
Yes.
on this one, is the $206,000 the full cost of the change order or just the sales tax portion?
That is the full cost.
Okay, so none of the change order cost is being borne by the TIF funds or by the privately donated funds? I thought we had talked about that pro rata carrying through.
Well, it's all part of the project cost. The funding is out there within the project, but this comes out of our contingency.
And the contingency is part of the overall, all the money's in effectively one big bucket.
Right, that's what I'm trying to say, is it's all out there, and we have, up to 10% that we can do change orders in, and the TIF was a certain amount, I believe it was $1.5 million that they put into the project. Right. So we take the remainder of that.
So I don't think
Yeah, I meant, if I said program, I misspoke, it's project contingency.
Project contingency, we understand, and everything is in the bucket so that it really doesn't mean that one source of funds is taken out more than the other one. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, next one is change order 7 for Monroe Elementary School, increase of $25,801. This is a final change order, and the most significant on this is item number 1, playground addition. So at the school district's request, new hard surface was provided for $16,711. The school district had received a grant to do a special program there. Todd, what was that program called? Peaceful Playgrounds, where they had some things. So we expanded the hard surface out there on the playground.
Okay.
And as I said, that will be the final change order on that project. Next one is change order number 5 for Rockwood Elementary School, increase of $65,772. This is probably the final change order. The item number 1 is a credit for $4,088 for some floor underlayment that was specified, but where there was an alternate option that was found. Item 2 is another floor preparation issue. And as I've mentioned on the previous change orders, it's a leveling issue. Item 3, roof repairs, $9,755. as we do the demolition on these and uncover pieces of the school, we find various problems, and this was structural steel that was in disrepair, so we had to repair that. Item number 4 is sanitary sewer line, $7,478. Again, with these old schools, some of the utilities are unknown, and with this one, there was an unknown sewer line that was discovered, and more than likely it was a clay pipe, so we had to repair that. Same thing with item 5, a water service revision of $17,929. Discovered that the water service was leaking under the slab, so that was repaired. And moving on to item 7 is a plumbing issue on the second floor restrooms, $27,592. So all of that was repaired, or is to be repaired in this change order. Next item is change order number 6 for Spencer Elementary School, increase of $148,343, project ES-0065. That's several items on this of significance. Item 3 is some ductwork that was abandoned previous to this project and was discovered as we go through in the renovations, $6,595. Item 5 is a school district's request of some landscaping modifications, $42,604. So this was landscaping and irrigation along the property line. Item number 7, also a school district's request for some additional sidewalk, $5,253. Item number 8 is additional roofing to accommodate unforeseen structural conditions, $8,558. Yeah, this school is very near completion, so a lot of these items are cleanup as we go along. Item 10, portable classroom removal. This was to remove 2 portable classrooms for the district. Item number 11 is very similar to the other one I mentioned, existing ductwork that is unsuitable for reuse, $14,077. Item number 12 is asphalt overlay, an existing play court is in poor condition, and so this is to overlay it with asphalt, $19,234. Item number 13 is $8,843. This is for brick pavers that are need to properly frame out the memorial markers that were relocated. And then there's some storm sewer revisions in item number 15 for $8,961. Next change order is approved change order number 4 for Webster Middle School, increase of $49,694, project ES-0069. 2 significant items on this: corridor wall replacement, item number 2 of $8,672. Pardon me, the existing concrete wall was not structurally sound once demolition began. That was concluded. And then item number 6 is condensate pumps to be installed, new ceiling unit ventilators, $27,688. This is the condensation lines that come out of the air conditioning, and because of structural conditions, they weren't able to gravity feed these lines out as is typically done. So when they came to a low point, they have to put these pumps in so that the condensation water is pumped out mechanically. And then item number K is amendment number 3 for architectural services with a small group for Emerson Alternative School, increase of $139,205, project ES-0079. Emerson Alternative is a project where we have both renovation and both new schools, and because this is one of the oldest schools in the district, I believe the original construction was 1890 something. It's been there a long time. As we started excavation for the new classrooms, we ran into a lot of things, including an old pipe chase that had asbestos in it. So we anticipated that the change order amount was going to exceed what we could logically do, so we've split this project into two projects now. We have the addition, or the new classrooms, and then we have the renovation project. So this is to compensate the architect for not only breaking that into two projects, but also doing the architecture that's required for the clinic that the school district's wanting to put in Emerson. Item L is amendment number 3 for contract for architectural services with LWPB Architecture for Northeast Academy for Health Sciences and Engineering. There's no fee increase. This is really just to correct a Scrivener's error. There was an error on the Exhibit B, so this is not a fee increase. It is a contract correction.
Are there any questions about any of the change orders?
I do have one question.
Sure.
And I did hear Mr. Todd say this in several instances, that we're at the final conclusion of some of the projects. However, in looking at some of this, the contract dates date back from April of 2013, and several of them say July 2013. Are we going to have to go back and amend that and do the final?
Most of those that you're talking about have been accepted as substantially complete, and what you're seeing is not only the final punch list items, but also, as we've talked about before, we have money left over. We're going to go ahead and do a few more things that we can for the project. If there's more walls to paint and we have money, we'll paint a few more walls.
So I guess my question is there a final completion? Are we going to have to amend those contracts and now go back and do a final punch list and pay for those services? Where are we in the process? Because some of these date back.
Each one of them is different.
Okay.
And some of them, they'll be amended. There might be a couple that might even be into liquidated damages that we have to deal with at the end. But like I said, most of them are substantially complete.
Thank you.
Other questions? Is there a motion to approve all the change orders?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Moves or second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Thank you. Item number 6A, this is a concurrence item with the school district dealing with accepting the work and placing the maintenance bond into effect. Is that correct, Mr. Todd?
Yes, sir. We're glad to bring you the first, as we call them, S7, the 2007 bond issue that we're overseeing, bringing that to you as a final project.
Any questions? Is there a motion to approve?
Move approval.
It's been moved. Is there a second? Second. Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Item number 6B, the second concurrence item, is concurrence with the Independent School District in approving the final plans and specs of the Nichols Hills Elementary School Gymnasium and authorizing the Secretary to advertise for bids. Any questions?
I said we got the location right this time.
The location is
Everybody
different.
happy? Okay, good.
I think right is a subjective measure over there.
Bad neighborhood.
The neighbors to the north.
Bad question. It's going to be done.
It's going to be done. I'll make the motion.
It's been moved. Is there a second? Second. Moved and seconded. Approved. Next item of business is update status. Mr. Couch.
We have 20 schools in construction right now, and we're nearing completion on 6 of those. Arthur, Capitol Hill, Hawthorne, Monroe, Parmley, and Rockwood. And 4 of them are substantially complete. Another 4 are substantially complete, which are Prairie Queen Elementary, Belle Isle Enterprise, Capitol Hill High School, and Northwest Classen High Schools. So about 10 of those remaining 20 are winding down. So we'll make progress. Construction is ongoing at Wheeler, Monroe, West Nichols Hills, Parmalee, Hillcrest, Pierce, Adams, Bodine, Horace Mann, Kaiser, Mark Twain, Putnam Heights, Southern Hills, Stanway, Buchanan, Gatewood, Johnson, and Oak Ridge Elementary for classrooms and gymnasiums under the 07 bond projects that we're doing. Construction has started on both Taft and Spiegel stadiums. The groundbreaking for both of those is upcoming. The groundbreaking for Taft is on August 28th at 10:30. Taking notes here, Mr. Mashburn. On Spiegel is September 11th at 10:30.
What time?
10:30.
9/11.
9/11, yeah.
Final plans and specifications for the new gym at Nichols Hills Elementary were approved today. They'll be on the trust agenda for concurrence today also. And then final plan specification for the Heronville, Fillmore, Prairie Queen, Rockwood, and Eugene Field classrooms and gymnasiums are also ongoing.
Any questions? Moving to comments by trustees, staff, citizens. Thank you. We're adjourned.